streets to the stadium lights. Dreams are rising, hearts unite. No borders can keep us apart. The game is love, the game's our heart. One world, one dream, we stand as one. The fire of football like the sun. Voices rising, hear the sound. The world together, the time is now. Sous le ciel, nos chants s'élèvent. L'espoir nous guide, rien ne s'achève. Main dans la main, on chante plus fort. Le football est notre trésor. Un monde, un rêve, toujours ensemble. Nos pas résonnent, la terre tremble. Les voix s'unissent dans le vent. La coupe du monde, c'est maintenant.
De norte a sur la pasión nos llama, fútbol en el alma, fuego en la mirada, baila la gente, vibra el corazón. Somos el mundo, la misma canción, un mundo, un sueño, vamos a ganar. Cantemos juntos, déjate llevar, la fuerza del pueblo, siente el tambor. México, América, vive el amor.
One world, one dream. Un mundo, un reto. Un mundo, un sueño.
Mikel Arteta is first onto the podium. Behind him, Marley Salmon, who was on the bench today, a young and very promising right full back. And Tom Setford, the goalkeeper, but this is the goalkeeper. David Raya, 3 consecutive Golden Gloves, now a gold medal to go with them. That save from Matheus Fernandes at West Ham. Piero Hincapié, borrowed from the Bundesliga. They will want him to stay Arsenal's Player of the Month for February and April. Gabriel and Saliba, what a pair. They have played just about every minute that matters.
He hasn't missed much this season, but he missed his medal there, Gabriel. But what a campaign he's had.
Kepa got involved today and made a bigger save. Christian Mosquera, born in the summer of 2004, a month after Arsenal were last crowned. Ricardo Calafiori, the man who got it all started with that header from inches out on the opening day at Old Trafford. That's what he came for. Very white. Shame it finished early for him, and another stop-start season. But of the 9 league games he started, Arsenal kept 6 clean sheets. Miles Lewis-Skelly, amazingly, as the season reached its climax, he reappeared, and to extraordinary effect.
Yeah, you thought he was on his way at the end of the campaign, didn't you? Because there were about 3 left-backs ahead of him, but what he gave in midfield, you hope he stays.
Christian Norgard, a selfless part of the squad. And this year, to save them from tears, they gave it to Zubimendi. Remember the sumptuous volley that set him on his way against Forest in September. The youngest Premier League champion there has ever been. Max Dowman, GCSEs this week, and now this. And Everton are still running after him. Perhaps his was the moment of the season.
Fans love this fella, Leo Trossard. He steps to the fore when they need him. He's had a terrific campaign.
The winner at West Ham when things were getting up, when things are a bit clutch. Victor Gyökeres, 21-goal debut season, twice a Portuguese champion and now an English champion. Behind the mask, a bristling, muscular centre forward for the Gunners. And ultimately, it was Kai Havertz with the monstrous leap against Burnley last Monday, which was the moment that won it. Gabriel Martinelli, just one Premier League goal, but possibly the most important of them all. How different things might have been had he not come off the bench to lob Donnarumma in stoppage time 35 weeks ago. Gabby Jesus now a five-time Premier League champion, his first one in these colours. His season only began at Christmas. It ended with a goal and a medal. Unveiled in jeans and a smile, Eberechi Eze won them over at once and then scored 5 against Tottenham. Thereafter, he is more or less immortal. They got him half price. Declan Rice, 1,000 immaculate in-swinging corners, those goals at Bournemouth, the leader by example, the model pro is a champion.
Oh, the lad is cheered so far, they recognise what he's given week in, week out, a 9 out of 10 week in, week out.
And it is done. Bukayo Saka in himself a reason to love the game. Humble, brilliant, a beaming point of difference, and still just 24. So much more ahead of him. That smile. For Jurrien Timber, that he should miss the run-in has been cruel, that he might make Budapest is potentially critical. His class at full-back and his winner against Chelsea will not be forgotten. Mikel Merino back at the end, but he has contributed plenty before today, not least the headers to equalise at Newcastle and against Chelsea. For the Premier League, a third different champion in 3 seasons. Title-winning Arsenal captains, a line of succession that led to McClintock, Adams, Vieira, and now Merton Odegaard. Second, and now first. More than 2 decades since the last time. For the 14th time in their history. For the 4th time in the Premier League era.
Well, they've got a lot of leaders in this team. Martin Odegaard certainly leads by example. Heavy old trophy.
He has hold of it. In 2026, the champions are the Arsenal. And to come again next week, perhaps glory again, perhaps groundbreaking Arsenal history on a European stage. But right now, for this generation of Gunners, this is their sweetest day. Congratulations to Arsenal. Good luck in Budapest. Arsenal, the champions.
Peter, thank you very much. Ian Wright, what a moment you lived every second of that.
That was amazing. I filmed it all, man. I had to show everyone. Honestly, this is so special, honestly, with what we've been through the last 3 seasons, 4 seasons, I've got to say now. Just to see some of those guys go up, you know, the personal kind of contact I got with some of these guys, just seeing them and how This is so happy for them.
Okay, so Ian, 3 times they
Yes.
knocking on the door. What
Yeah.
was different about this team?
I think that we built the squad. The squad was better. Whatever people say about Noni Madueke, we needed someone like him to come in and give Bukayo Saka the kind of rest that he's needed. Whatever they how well Noni's played or how well he hasn't played, the fact is he's given us the capability of resting someone like Saka.
But I guess you'd say there's been a Madueke in pretty much every position in this team this season.
The people that's come in and they've done well and needed a good squad.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Skelly coming in with
Thank you. Honestly, it's all like Miles Lewis Skelly, you know, the trajectory he's been on, and then all of a sudden he's out of it. But then Mikel, he had him training us for 4 months as a midfielder. Everybody's saying, what's happening? Why isn't he playing him? Why isn't he playing him? He was saving him for when he needed him, and he came in and done the business.
Was this a squad victory, Micah?
Yes, I think it was. I think for all the players, the manager as well, and the backroom staff as well, they was excellent. But in terms of Arsenal, why I think it's so good for them is because they've been up against the great Pep. And yes, Pep over the last 2 seasons has not been at the level. Man who just, I mean, it looked like he wanted it so much, and now he's got his moment.
That's brilliant.
We've seen one version of Mikel Arteta pretty much over the last 4 years. Very serious, Jamie, very intense. Isn't it great to see him now with the trophy in his hands?
Absolutely, he's had to suffer. He really has. There's been question marks every single season. Is he the man to take this Arsenal team to a title? Absolutely, yes he is, because he stood there with that trophy in his hand, put so much effort into it, and he is now a winner. And I think, you know, he spoke this week about his family and everything they've had to sacrifice, and the moments and the heartache, and now it all feels worthwhile. And now I'm so pleased for him and all the players and the backroom staff, and they deserve this moment. Over the last few years, the points they've accumulated has been absolutely fantastic.
Did you ever doubt the manager, Ian?
Never doubted him. I remember when he came in, never doubted him. I remember saying it on Match of the Day, he's the person to come in and get these guys going, because I know that the owners, they've got to get credit as well. The owners are going to have faith in him. They have faith in all the managers that they've got in their franchises, and all of their franchises have been successful because they've got young managers, they've got young managers that they back, and they've backed him, and he's gone through it, and he's come through it, and now we're champions.
That's a lot of, I have to be honest, I wasn't always sure. I remember they lost the game at Brentford on a Friday night, and there was so much pressure.
The only game of the season a couple of years ago.
Absolutely, and I remember thinking, okay, they've got to hold their nerve here, and I think the Crunkies deserve an enormous amount of credit for that as well, because they've been proved so right, and it has been a great acquisition. You know, they've got the right man, players respect him, he's obviously learnt a lot from Pep, and the emotion he'll feel right now, the joy, and they've still got another cup to look forward to. This is just a starter right here.
Absolutely, fingers crossed.
Well, absolutely, but then you look at Eze as an example of the quality of players they were able to bring in last summer, and that was evidence of a club backing a manager.
Well, yeah, it is, and you know, we got so close, and I don't know what more Mikel could have done. They've given him everything that he's needed to do. All it was about was him getting the right players and playing them at the right times, and just giving them the freedom to go and play.
Singing your song, Ian.
This is our song.
Such special moments for Arsenal here, for Josh Kroenke, the man who showed in that faith, and for this squad of players he put together that finally found a way to beat Manchester City, Liverpool and the rest and finish top of the pile. What a party here for Arsenal. Tuesday wasn't bad by all accounts, and it's got going again here on Sunday evening at Selhurst Park, where Arsenal have beaten Crystal Palace and got their hands on the trophy, and who would have thought we'd see this? Mikel Arteta getting the affection from the Arsenal players, and I'm delighted to say the Arsenal skipper, didn't they? And then they kept him. He was loaned out a couple of times, but he is the absolute cornerstone of this team under Mikel Arteta, alongside Gabriel, with Raya behind them, with Riceburn patrolling in front. And here is Mikel Arteta, fresh from the bumps.
Afternoon. See you again.
How did you enjoy that?
It was beautiful. You got the joy of all the people. They've been waiting for so long. They fully
That's
deserve
just what
that.
it's all about, isn't it?
We have some difficult moments along the way, but all of them, they are worthy when you see that kind of reaction.
Because you always seem so focused, Mikel. We speak to you before games, after games. There's an intensity there with you as well. Is this when you can let the guard drop?
100%. Now it's time to enjoy, to take the manager hat off and get there and just enjoy with them.
What's special about this team? Why this year and not the previous 3 years?
I think we showed an incredible connection, an incredible commitment, and an incredible courage as well. Because everything that was around us has fueled the desire that we have to go and do it. And look at that.
And let me ask you about the summer as well, and the role that the owners played in this, because you seem to acquire a lot of players who were ready for now rather than develop for future years.
Everyone is playing a part, obviously, and we have an incredible ownership. They've been through the tough times, and that's when you really see people and when you really get to know people. And they have incredible values. They know the sport better than any of us here, and they have committed themselves to a project that we have delivered. And along the way, is a lot of people. The people that brought me here, for example, when Edu was here, when Tim was here, and all these people, they've been instrumental for everything that happened.
Because I want to ask you, because in 99 we came second, in 2000 we came second, 2001 we came second. Was there any time in those 3 years before this one where you're thinking, is this ever going to happen?
There are doubts. I think doubt and
which is natural.
and understanding that maybe you're not the right person to, okay, I've been able to take them all the way here, but maybe somebody else has to come and do the final job. But thanks God, we've done it, and
Yes.
I feel a lot of joy and honestly a little bit of relief as
So
well.
wait, what you're saying there is that you're thinking that there was a time where you think, did you ever doubt yourself?
Yes, I think part of the job. I mean, I can control certain things, but there are many things that they are out of your hands, and that's why you need the best people around you to do that.
And
Sometimes when you doubt yourself, to have people as well next to you to say, no, we're going to do it, and we're going to do it with you.
And is it even more special, Mikel, because of the team and the manager that was hunting you down for so long this season?
Well, at the end, you raise your level because you have opposition that constantly asking that question to you. And we had, in my opinion, the best team in the history of this competition, with Pep, the best manager by far, in my opinion, of the world. And to do it in those circumstances, in the manner that we've done it, because we did it with the we.
Yes.
It's all about the we in this team, and I love every minute of it.
So after all this, how do you raise your team again for one huge moment next Saturday?
It's what I said, and now this shirt represents something else. And now we have an opportunity to write new history in our club, and I'm convinced that we're going to do it.
We wish you well, Mikel.
believe.
Thank you so much again. Go and enjoy the rest of the celebrations. Mikel Arteta, title winner of Arsenal after 3 years as a runners-up. They've done it this time, and who knows, the crowning glory could be...
So, because like he said there, you know, it's you have to doubt yourself, but then you have faith in what you're doing. You know, he's built a great team, and I think finishing it like we have now, and everybody's so focused. You saw Martin there, you saw the boss there. What it will come down to is now is just going and finishing this off. Because like I said, we've done it before where we haven't finished off, finishing second consecutively 3 times. We've done it, like I said. But this time to win it and then win the Champions League is something that no one's done in our history.
Righty, if you win the Champions League, where will he rank in great Arsenal managers?
Well, the thing is, when you look at Arsene Wenger and what he done in respects of having to sign, to having to put himself up as a surety against the stadium. So he is forced to stay there. And then what he done in those years and getting us into Champions League is amazing. But he didn't quite get us over the line in respects of the Champions League. And if Mikel can do that, then he supersedes everybody because he's done something that no one in our history has done before. So he's got to be up there. And what he's done to manage them through this as well. As a man who's come in as a number 2, he's not managed before, coming to a club like the size of Arsenal, turned everything around, got people out, got people in, got the owners on side, got the fans on side, and now we stand one step away from winning the Champions League, which we haven't done before. It's incredible. He will go down as the best for us.
Absolutely outstanding. Trossard there on his screen scored a lot of important goals. Havertz as well scored important goals. And that man Saka, to come through the youth and have that feeling of winning the Premier League, it's just massive for him. He's such a humble person off the field, and then he's aggressive on it. So I'm delighted for him personally because of his up and down and what he's had to deal with in terms of the England stuff, and then coming to Arsenal, and now he's shining.
But 19 clean sheets, Jamie. They faced the fewest shots. They strangled opponents, didn't they? They didn't let them breathe. They won the ball high, and then when they lost the ball, they worked like anything to get back into their shape.
Absolutely, but yeah, I think Arsenal have always had fantastic defensive partnerships. You know, when you think of Adams and Bold many years ago, and that was elite. You know, Wrighty will tell you better than I will. But you will definitely be talking about Saliba and Gabriel for many years to come. You know, they're like a wall. It was so difficult to stop, and then you've got people like Declan Rice in front of them. You know, it just gives you that defensive solidity from back to front.
And gives so much because of his energy, Jamie.
Absolutely, but it's a team effort. You need a fantastic goalkeeper to win the title. You need great defence. You need to have match winners. You need the forwards that can do their bit. And obviously, Bukayo Saka's come back into the team after his little injury. And it takes everything, and that's exactly what they've done today. But where would you rank those 2 centre-backs, right here, for your team?
Well, it's funny because I was going through it the other day. If you're going to have a pairing now, if you've got the all-time best 11, I wouldn't split them 2 up. I'm sorry, like obviously Tony's the greatest captain in our history, and you're not going to be tight, but them 2 together now as a pairing and what they've done, and how
Sol Campbell as well would be in the mix.
Honestly, if I had to choose, I'd probably take them 2 now. I'd take them 2.
Well, Martin Odegaard has broken away from the celebrations to join us live now. How did it feel getting your hands on the trophy?
Honestly, I can't describe it.
You looked emotional.
Yeah, no, it was so special. A lot of emotions and a lot of hard work behind it, and yeah, so emotional, but beautiful, beautiful day, and yeah, amazing achievement.
Honestly, you must have thought, after 3 runners-up times, maybe this is never going to happen.
Well, I mean, you always have the doubt and the fear, you know, that you're not going to make it, but we had that belief in ourselves, and even in the toughest situations, toughest moments this season, I think we really, really stick together, and probably even more in those situations, you know. So we had that belief, and we know what we can, and yeah, we just kept on fighting, and we got there in the end. So even better like that.
But the concern must have been there with Manchester City breathing down your neck, and particularly after you'd lost there.
Yeah, no, of course. I think the mindset, even after that game, I felt like we were so strong mentally. You know, after that game, we said to each other, we're still going to do it. It's not over, you know. And I think the belief was even stronger after that game. And I think we've showed that the last few games on the pitch. And just so proud of everyone, you know, to get over the line.
Was there any times where you think, because you've done it 3 times, you've tried to do it now, Martin? Was there any time during this season, because I myself was really, you don't doubt, but after Southampton, you know, after those kind of games, after the Bournemouth game, what was it like in the dressing room after that game?
I think there was moments in the season when we felt really down and really angry, really frustrated. You say the Bournemouth game, you know, the Wolves game, there was some really, really tough moments for us, and I think the key was how we reacted. I think after those games we spoke as a team, everyone spoke up, you know, we said what we felt, everyone was speaking, you know, it was really honest conversation, and I think the way we reacted to every setback this season has been absolutely amazing. So proud of everyone for the way we did it as well.
Nice. How do you react when people say you're going to bottle it? Does that give you more motivation? Oh, because social media is massive now. Do you look at it, and how do you react to that?
It's impossible not to see it. You see it, you know. But I think, at least for me personally, I don't care like what people say. It's not like affecting me in any way, but you know, it tastes good when you win it, and you can laugh back a little bit. You know, that tastes good. So yeah, it's nice.
Mike, can I take you back to that West Ham game? Yes. You came onto the pitch, and that beautiful assist and a huge 3 points, and obviously the emotion, great save by David Raya, all the contentious moments at the end. But your assist felt like that was when I thought you're going to win this league.
Yeah, no, it felt like a big moment. I thought the game was tough. You know, we had to dig deep, and yeah, it was, for me personally as well, was such a special moment. Been fighting with my injuries, and yeah, to help the team in that way means a lot to me. So it was special there.
Of course, you had the big celebrations on Tuesdays, a little bit more this evening, no doubt, as well. When does the hard work really start?
I mean, we had a great celebration on Tuesday, and yeah, the vibes are unreal. You know, everyone is so happy. But we have another big final, you know, in just a week. So we'll wait to party for after that, I think.
So when's training? Is it tomorrow or you get a day off?
I think we're off tomorrow, yeah. And then Tuesday training, so we'll go easy tonight, I think.
Take Wrighty with me, please. I'm always with them. I don't need to go with them. I'm always with them.
That would just be, I mean, you've already achieved so much, but to do that as well would just be extraordinary, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be unreal. I mean, we're living the dream, you know, winning a Premier League, being in a Champions League final. Yeah, I was speaking to my mate, you know, about growing up, dreaming about this, you know, and now we're there. So we got to enjoy it and make sure we're ready and go for it, and hopefully we can do it.
Absolutely, Martin. Enjoy these moments. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Skipper.
On an amazing season, Martin Ødegaard, who, as he said, has had his injury frustrations this season. Well done, Martin. But as Jamie pointed out, when they needed him, when he came on at West Ham, and he made such a difference, didn't he?
Captain, that's what you do, and he's always been so calm on the ball. And I think sometimes he has to always win over the Arsenal fans, but he's always won over me. I love people that see things differently. When the ball comes to him in the right moments, it's like he plays the game in slow motion, and he has that class and that quality. And that was, no matter what you say, David Raya save and that pass for the goal for Trossard. They are moments that we'll look back for many years to come and think that's where we won the league.
I think the fans who doubt him know his capabilities. I think it's more that sometimes when he's receiving the ball just in front of the midfield, you want him more in between the lines, because like you said, in that game, that's where he can make the difference.
Yeah.
Seems a great lad as well. What a nice guy. Talks
Yeah, but he is.
I guess if you'd said, Ian, if he was going to miss so many games this season and Arsenal would still win the league, you might be a bit surprised.
Now, the thing is, I think that if we're going to win that, we're going to need him at some stage on that pitch for exactly what Jamie's saying, for that little bit of composure, because we're going through a phase in that game as well. We've been going through phases in games where we've needed somebody to come on with that kind of composure, with that kind of class, and set it up for Leo to score the goal like he did. And that was the captain. That's what he done. That's how he leads.
Ultimately, Micah, was this a title that was won on the strength of Arsenal's defence?
Yeah, and also the goalkeeper, David Raya,